Hi, Steve Sosnick here with this morning's Interactive Brokers Morning Market Morsel. As we're taping this about 10:30 on Friday morning, the S&Ps have already had quite a wild ride, as have many of the other financial markets. Really, today is all about the employment number. And at first, it kind of got people a little worried because although the top line number was very good, the revisions, when you add them back in over the last 2 months, made it kind of a okay number, not a great number. And what I think the market was focused on was the higher numbers of our average hourly earnings. That's the sort of thing that gets people a little spooked. Another thing that's got people spooked today is Tesla. I don't think markets really enjoy seeing, no matter how cool the CEO is, seeing him basically drinking and smoking pot on a podcast, which also makes you wonder if the guy's been sleeping on the factory floor, how does he have a couple of hours to do a podcast? Everybody's entitled to their leisure, but that may not be the kind of leisure that investors want to see. And when you combine that with the fact that their head of human resources, or whatever their internal term for it is, and their head of finance basically both resigned today, you've got an ugly day in that stock. And I mention it just because it's such a popular stock and it's such a faith-based stock. People have such faith in Tesla. But bear this in mind. They've got bonds maturing in March, which are convertible at about the $350 level. We're not even close to that now. We're $100 away, and that's money they're going to have to come up with rather than dilutive shares, which still was a problem in and of itself. And their bonds, the actual cash bonds maturing in 2023, are trading with an 80 in the 80 range, which in any normal company, when you've got bonds trading that low, the stock is essentially worthless because remember, bondholders always get paid first. So that puts a very negative backdrop on a very, very popular stock. I don't mean to sit here and slag it. It's not my job. It's not my role. But this is the kind of stuff that gets people worried. And if you start to see real declines in a big market bellwether like that, that can spill over into the broader tape. Thanks.